Hello and welcome back. It's the coach here, and I got a South Division QB room breakdown for you. The Stallions QBs. Let's hit them first. So now the Stallions will start their quest to repeat soon, and the QB room has honestly had very little change. Jamar Smith and Alex Magoo are back, both return, and both have shown they can lead the team to victories. Now the question becomes, which one will win the starting job? All in all, the QB room is not what makes the Stallions good. They just need a guy who can keep moving the chains and manage the game. And I believe both these guys do that for the Stallions. That's why I give the Stallions a B+. We'll see who wins the starting job. Rumor is Magoo's going to be the starter with Smith coming back off the bench. But having two solid QBs in a spring league is a good thing because you never know what can happen. So I give the Stallions a B+. All right, and now we're moving on to the Houston Gamblers. They did not have a good year last year. Now the Gamblers did not have a good year, but they lost a lot of talent, especially on the defensive end, and they lost their starting QB from last year. Sadly, though, I don't think they've added anyone to the QB room that really gives them a chance of changing the team's fortunes. I still think we have a basement dweller in Houston. Bahar is returning, and he did get a few opportunities last year, and I know he had the hand injury, but I don't really have much optimism for him considering he was the backup behind Thorson, and Thorson was not a very good QB, so there's a reason they put Thorson ahead of Bahar last year before he got hurt, so that has me nervous, and I don't think that gives me a lot of optimism. I don't think Wilson or Kozart really challenge much for the starting job. I think it's Bahar's. And with that being said, I'm not really sold on Bahar. Maybe he can surprise me, but I gotta give the Gamblers an F because they have no surefire starters, in my opinion. I think they got three dudes that would be good backups, but I don't think any of those guys are starters. And so Gamblers get an F, and I think it's gonna be a long year for Houston fans. All right, now I have the Breakers up next, and the Breakers, they lost Slaughter. They made the playoffs last year, but they lost their starting QB to the XFL before he would get cut in the XFL. And I don't know what's going on with Slaughter, but we're not here to talk about Slaughter today. I think they've actually improved their QB position, though. First, they went and they signed two-time CFL champion in Bethel Thompson. This guy could have stayed in the CFL. He had opportunities to play in probably the second best league in the world. But they get a good veteran leader in New Orleans who's going to give them team stability. And they also have Cheek and Glass, who might be the best two young QBs in the league. I don't think they start this year, but the future's bright in New Orleans. And I think with Bethel Thompson leading the way, I think the Breakers have the second best QB room in the league. And that's why I'm going to give them an A-. Watch out. The Breakers could be the team that makes it to the championship in the South. Watch out, Stallions. Now I'm hitting you with the Showboats, my last QB grade in the South. Now, the new team in Memphis has a very interesting QB room. You have Ryan Willis, who was in the XFL, but asked for his release after he lost out to AJ McCarron. Now, if he's anywhere close to what AJ's shown in the XFL and he barely lost out, he could be the best QB in the league, or one of the best QBs in the league. You also have Brady White that has been looking really good in preseason, and I think he might be the guy. He might be the starter. I think both are good, solid QBs, but with the uncertainty who's going to be the starter, I got to give him a B. But they have two guys, and Ryan Willis and Brady White, that give me hope that this could be the most upside a team has in the QB room. But giving him a solid B for now. We'll see what happens. Shout out to Cole Kelly. I think he was a great FCS quarterback, but he has a long way to go.